The SanDisk Extreme Pro 64GB memory card is the best thing for on-the-go 4K shooting. Affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and finally, some good news about rape on college campuses. Because we hear that it's always an epidemic. It's a craze. It's a scourge. It's all of this nonsense that usually leads to the rape hysteria factor more so than a rape epidemic. But we're finding out now, at least through many cases, that a lot of the times it's just false accusations. And for a multitude of reasons across the board, but this one has actually a good ending, saying a case against a USC student accused of campus dorm rape was thrown out. So prosecutors will no longer pursue the case of a USC student accused of raping a fellow undergraduate after a judge's decision that there was not enough evidence to send the case to trial, the Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office said on Monday. And that's always good that they actually went through and sought out the actual evidence of the case and not, just like, well, like, I accuse that person of rape, but they don't get the opportunity to cross-examine me, bring in witnesses, bring in testimony, or even talk to potential witnesses because of Title IX restrictions and how it basically just screws you once you get accused on a college campus. Saying charges will not be fired against 20-year-old Armaan Karim Premjee, who was accused of sexually assaulting a 19-year-old student in her campus dorm room on April 1st, said Chiara Davala Morales, a spokeswoman for the county or for the district attorney's office. Premjee's preliminary hearing was held in Los Angeles Superior Court last week. Premjee was charged in May with rape by use of drugs and sexual penetration by foreign object. On Monday, his attorney, Harland Braun, said the judge tossed out the case after the defense presented video evidence that showed consent. What? The defense showed... no, they're the defense. They showed video evidence that showed consent? Sacre bleu! Like, this never happens. I mean, it does occasionally. And then, of course, it never really matters because it always comes up later on. But this time around, it happened pretty quick. So, hey, they're getting a little bit faster. Braun said Premjee and the woman were at Banditos Taco and Tequila near the USC campus that night in April, and that security footage showed them waiting for an Uber ride. There was a camera outside that captured the girl signaling to her friend that she was going to have intercourse with my client. The woman, he said, made motions with her hands that indicated sexual activity. Oh, really? So they're waiting outside. They've been hanging out at a taco shop, like you do, waiting for an Uber. She looks at her friend and she's just like... That's what she did. Probably just like that. Making the Bill Cosby face. Where did I put them, Pop? Should just get it in the hole. Like making that. That's what I'm thinking. My mind is what happened. But she made the indication. It was either the this or it was like the I don't have enough coordination to do that blowjob movement properly. So just that's it. There could never be any better evidence of there being consent, Braun said. He added, she was the aggressor. Clearly. Premjee told the Times that he met the woman for the first time that night and that they had consensual sex. He said the woman made sexually suggestive hand gestures to her friend twice behind his back. I'm very relieved, he said, of the judge's decision. I've always maintained a lot of faith in the justice system. Dude, you have more faith in the justice system when it comes to a man being falsely accused of rape than most people. But you got lucky. You got fucking lucky. Let's make no mistake about this. You got lucky that this shit went down the way that it went down. You could have been fucked, and not in the good way. Like, truly in the horrible way. Premjee said that the publicity of the case has been very stressful and that he plans to return to USC in the fall. He'll be entering his junior year and is studying business administration. Prosecutors had said the woman's roommate walked in during the alleged attack. Premjee went to the bathroom, and when he returned, the roommate confronted him and he left. The district attorney's office said in a statement in May when the charges were announced. Okay, so that is very much a case of regret sex. That is this dude going to town on this girl that he met consensually, all consensualized and everything else, and then a roommate comes in and that anti-slut mode kicks in the girl's mind. You read about this in like the mystery method. They had like the anti-slut defense is like the last line of defense before sex. But this kind of triggered it, I think. And that's when she was like, no, I was being attacked. I'm drunk. I can't give consent. Like that, like the guy got up to go to the bathroom. He comes back and the roommate's like, you're raping my friend. clearly there is an accusation there that he was not present for, and everything else. And then it just went out from there. That is like horseshit. The girl who made the claim here, the 19-year-old student, should face the same exact charges, or the same sentence he would have gotten, plus 1 year. I think at this point in time, when you make these false claims, you have to pay that price. This dude went, like, he got lucky that there was security camera footage that showed her making those statements. Like, he got lucky. Otherwise, her regret of being caught full of cock is going to, would have ruined this dude's life and shit. And so LAPD Captain Billy Hayes said the alleged assault was reported immediately to USC's Department of Public Safety early in the morning of April 1st. 2 weeks later, he was arrested by officers with the LAPD's Robbery Homicide Division, was released after posting $100,000 bail, according to jail records. University officials said they could not confirm whether USC was conducting its own investigation. Information pertaining to the student disciplinary records and proceedings or any other matter of student conduct are confidential, and blah, 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 blah. University is going to cover their fucking ass. But yeah, there you go. There you have it. Regret sex turned into rape. Now, how many times have you heard about that recently? The answer is a lot. A lot. Not to say that sexual assault and rape and sexual violence does not happen. It absolutely does. And it is an absolute problem for anyone who experiences it. But when this kind of thing happens, when public resources are taken away from actual victims of crimes and given to someone who is just like caught in the moment with a little bit of dick in her and gets really fucking crazy over that shit and makes all these false claims because she doesn't want to be branded a slut or something like that, which we've also covered before on this channel not too long ago, where a woman, I believe in Colorado, had accused two men who had basically played the Eiffel Tower game with her of raping him because she found out that a potential love interest might hear about the consensual sexual act. So she accused them of rape in order to be the victim and not to appear to be a slut to this guy. This is the one thing, like, I have a daughter. I have a daughter that is coming in a few months, and I'm going to talk about this for quite some time. Every time something like this comes up, I'm going to teach her that, like, look, when she hits of age and everything else, and she wants to be sexually active, I'm cool with it. Fine. I have no control. I probably won't I don't want to hear about it because clearly daddy's not going to want to know what the daughter's up to in that regard. But I want her to be safe, and I want her to make sure that everything is consensual. And, and it's like, don't make those kind of claims. Don't play those games with people. Don't do that shit. Don't do that at all. Like, you have a responsibility to be a civic-minded person, a good person. The woman who did this story, fucking Emma Solkowitz, fucking the girl from Colorado, all those people are horrible individuals that use these accusations as a way to cover up their own proclivity. And again, it's not a proclivity that anyone gives a shit about. It's their personal life. If you want to have a threesome with two dudes and have them Eiffel Tower over your back, fine. Which is the high five over the back. In case you don't. Oh no, that's a London Bridge, not Eiffel Tower. Or it could also be Eiffel Tower. But London Bridge is also an acceptable terminology here. Then that's perfectly fine. Get spit roasted. No one's going to care. But when you take that and you try to destroy people's lives because you have regret, you are a horrible person. And there is no precedent for fighting back against that right now. But all we do is we hear multiple times, many, many, many more each year of these stories happening. But yet the regressives, the feminists, the social justice warriors are like, no, there's a rape epidemic on campus. Is it lying about a rape epidemic on campus? Because I would be more inclined to believe that now than not. Well, guys, that wraps up this video. If you guys like what you saw, be sure to toss it a thumbs up. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Also, hit that bell so you guys can be up to date on all the videos I post every single day on this platform. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been the Mundane Matt channel. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'll talk to you later. Have yourself a great day. Peace out.